Y'all know what it is. Eagles Way of Boxing, baby. That's right. Testing. One, two, three. Salute to Derek Bailey out there. D to the Bailey, in case y'all didn't know. That's my mod right there. One of them. That's one of my best mods. He sleeps sometimes, though. He don't be paying attention. You know, he just don't like clapping people. He quiet. Quiet man. It's good. Good to be a quiet man. Good. Nobody know what you up to. Always good to be quiet. That's why when you're in new surroundings, you always be quiet and just check it out and observe and stuff like that. Just check stuff out. You gotta make sure you don't be getting cut up from behind or something. You know, okay, let me just check everything out. Okay, everything's smooth. Then you start blending in a little bit. Start blending in. But it's always better to know somebody. So if I come to your hood, I want to make sure that I know you. I know somebody. You feel me? I want to make sure I know somebody, so when I slide in, everything good. Like this is my boy Eagle right here, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 and I'm good. See? You don't want to slide in and then there's some type of shady characters around. You don't want that. Hold on, I was looking for something. We was talking about that. I didn't even get to check I didn't get a chance to check my email yet. Okay, never mind. I was gonna show it. I'll wait. I'm probably not gonna be able to show it at all because it will. If I still have it next week, then I'll show it. It'll be finished by then. I gotta finish it today somehow. I'm working on this hat. I'm working on this hat right now. Yeah. The thing about it though, Derek, is see, it's a little bit different for me. Is then when I go to people's hood, they just accept me. It's just different because it's just a whole different beast. I know we get into these issues and stuff, and then people don't want me. I'm gonna talk about what I want to it's my show, so I'm gonna talk about what I want to. But we get into these situations sometimes, or I've had people say certain stuff like they don't think because first of all, I don't identify with no color as far as, but believe me, if push comes to shove or anything like whatever you want to, however you want to call it, I tell you what, I have probably took more beatdowns and roughing up by the police than people that think that they're underprivileged and shit like that. I guarantee you that. As a matter of fact, just bringing this up, man, people don't understand it right now. See, when you talk about equal rights and all that, you talk about the when they stopped segregation and all that, like in the 60s. That's when it started. We'll say it started in the 60s. And during that revolution, they had, water hoses being turned on people and stuff like that. Now, this 2021. And I know as late as I haven't heard of anybody being back there because we have people that go back and forth. I told you guys that before. We got people that go back and forth to the front line of where that pipeline was at, and it's not on the news. And guess what? The little red babies out there is getting water hoses put on them. Freezing cold water. They get freezing cold water put on them in the winter. Now, right now, if it's hot out there, they're not going to get that if it's hot. But like I said, one of the brothers got shot, came back. He didn't kill him, but he got shot. He came back, reported to us because we as a family, our community, we know about everybody. You know what I mean? We know more people than than I think and we not even on, like, say for instance, we're on social media, but everybody does not follow. Most natives don't follow none of that crap. But guess what? We find out about each other. So you hear about what happened to such and such. You say for instance, you heard what happened to like Silver Hawk or something like that. He said, no, what happened? See, and we just pass. It's word of mouth because it goes through. What happens? It goes from one organization to another organization, And that's how we mostly find out. And then also they will put it on Facebook and things of that nature. But yeah, we go through a whole lot of stuff. You know what I mean? We go through a whole lot of stuff. People always want to try to do some kind of. It's not harmful to share, but make sure you share the information correctly. Don't share it like you learned it in high school or elementary. Don't share it that way, because that means your scholarship is pretty low. Because you didn't find out that, especially like if somebody talks to you backwards, then that means probably every story they told you is what? Backwards. Because they're talking to you backwards. Huh? I just read that I think it was Georgia, Alabama, something like that. One, maybe the southern states in general. The Roots came out in 1976, and a lot of people weren't even born yet when it came out. And I didn't even know this because I was just a kid, so I didn't know. So Roots comes out in 1976, and in the South, I think Georgia, particularly, something like that, one of the states. If I got the state wrong, you can research it. When they showed Roots there, they didn't show it on time. It didn't come out like when it came out, they didn't show it. And when they did decide to show it, they showed it backwards. You know, they showed the whole thing backwards. So it had a whole different effect. Had a whole different effect. So they said that way, when they get to the last one, whatever, it just has a happy ending. You know, nobody's captured or nothing like that. If they showed it in reverse, I'm like, wow. So that's important for you to know. We'll say it's true, but that's important to know. And the reason that's important to know is because you see how they manipulate and play with stuff. Now, why is that important when it comes to boxing, when it comes to us talking right now? Because they're doing the same thing to us, not necessarily the media, but the boxers is doing that. Now, I don't even know if I said salute. But anyway, salute to Derek D to the Bay. I probably salute him two or three times because I have a habit of doing that. But when it comes to our boxing today, they're doing the same thing. Not necessarily the old media, nothing like that. But the boxers and everything else is like we're puppets. We are the puppets with the money. You feel me? We're the puppets with the money. So we got all the money to give them, right? And that's what it is. We got all the money to give them, but instead of just taking the money, we'll just take the money. They're not going to just take the money. What they're going to do is they're going to play with us. Like, we're going to take you over here. Okay, we're going to do this. No, we ain't going to do that. We're going to do that. And you just follow it around. See, they got us following around. Different situation, though. Not, due to any kind of ethnic values or something like that. Like it would be if it was something that was so-called racial or national. Nothing like that. Look, I got 3 thumbs up and already got 2 thumbs down already. What kind of sense does that make? Is it the topic? Let me see. Is it the topic again? Boxing, the new comics, Friday rap. And see, they got me already. And I'm kind of suspicious of who it might be. But if he's being a fag boy and don't want to say it, just stand up. If you're going to be a fag boy, just, hey, take your chopping like a man, because I'm going to just chop you. If it's one of my mods doing that, you're going to get chopped. Okay, looks like we back again. We got interrupted for a second. But if it is a mod, I'm going to slice you. Because I don't play like that. Because mostly all my mods, I see Salute to Sir Flame out there. The mods that I do have, believe me, you guys were selected early. Before all the bullshit with that, with that organization that we used to follow. Before all that bullshit happened with them, I had selected certain people that messed with me in the first place. So I ain't really had to cut too many people off my team. All the people that got cut off my team was early. And that was their own fault because they was just being sensitive and they pretend like they. And I see them on other forums right now. They don't act like they sensitive, but you get sensitive because they didn't know how to take my speech. A grown man knows how to take another man's speech. All you gotta do is absorb it or just ignore it. But what if it was a point in there for you? What was gonna make you $2 or $3 million? If it was a point in you, and you already thumbing down, and you already looking all, and you hostile and crazy, but that guy was actually looking out for you. See, you dumb. That's why you gotta listen to everybody, man. I don't care if somebody, it might be a bum out on the street. You gotta listen to him. You don't have to just sit there and listen. But if he's just spilling, and you hear him just rambling on, but he's just listen. If he's making sense, I'm not saying some old staggering up and down. I'm not talking about that type. I'm talking about somebody's making sense. You know, if you can pause for a second, just pause and you know and gain that knowledge. But you got so many people that don't want to do that because they're traditional with what they want to get. You know, I need to get my information from him or her. I only deal with PhDs. I only deal with this. Oh, are you kidding me? Get out of here. Get out of here. There's people on the street that have way more information for you than a PhD does. And PhDs are easy to break down because they're book smart. You know what I mean? Without them books, they're gone. Without them books, they're gone. I got a question for any scientist. I got a question for any lawyer, any judge, any doctor. I got questions for all of them. I got simple questions for any of them, mathematicians. A simple question for all of them that will not be answered directly. That will be answered with some kind of theorem. I can guarantee it. Easy work. Easy work. See, I don't care about no fact check. It's just the hoodwinks and people and these comedians. We got all these comics now. So we don't know what the fight game is, you know, entails right now. Hopefully Deontay Wilder gets out there and take care of his business. Or I would draw up the blueprint for him to get his ass knocked out again. Because Tyson Fury people is going to be up in here. And I'm going to draw it up. This is the way that you're going to go to sleep. Okay, since we got a couple of you guys that's actually participating, and the rest hate. That's bad when you got two mods that actually show that they're in here, and then you got the rest. You get the rest nothing but hate. What kind of sense that make? Huh? You get the rest with hate. Oh, I ain't gonna give him no salute. I ain't gonna salute him. I'm not gonna give him the thumbs up. What? Why you even in here? Get your ass up out of here. But anyway, Derek Bailey says salute at Eagles Way of Boxing. He got that thumbs up in the year. That's right, baby. Street personalities. Oh no, you know what's gonna happen? D to the Bailey, me, you, and Yasser is gonna end up hooking up one of these times. Probably soon. Who knows? When this shit, you know, blows over or whatever. Maybe like next year or something like that. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. I got new venues and shit. You know what I mean? I got the venues already. You feel me? Just coming up. I've been meeting so many cool. It's good when you just meet people. People just gravitate to you. I had so many people just surrounding me when I was out there, D to the Bailey, when I was doing my event. So many people just gravitating. I'm like, cool, man. That's them drops right there. You feel me? Yeah. That's them little drops when, you know, they drop that information on you. Like, okay, go check this out. Yeah. Business to business or whatever. Or just you rub my back, I rub yours or whatever. We all started off on the struggle, you know, get this grind going. I was like, wow, okay. Well, check this out. You know, you can get in here. It costs a little bit of money because some of those things that we go to is very expensive, man. It might cost $10,000 to go somewhere just to sign up. You'd be like, damn, I'm strapped. I mean, like, I had to use credit card for that $10,000 because I ain't really trying to, you know, hand somebody that much cash. But then you come out and then you bank or something. Maybe you came out with 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You feel good, right? You got a big smile on your face. You big money right there. You big money. You like got that knot on you. You know what I mean? What you need? My girls go to dinner. Yeah, but just don't trick it off in the club. Ain't tricking it off in the club. Yeah, forget that, man. We ain't trying to do that deep to the Bailey. We ain't trying to do that. But anyway, Sir Flame in there. He already know. Do I have to read it? You already know what Sir Flame's saying. He said salute to Eagles Web. He said salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said, jab that like button on y'all neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing. He got them things up good. Them things that slice you down, baby. Got that glove up good with the fire and the 100. And in case you don't know what neck is, if you come in with that disrespect, Sir Flame is going to be the first one to show you what that neck is. That's right, Sir Flame. Stretch it out, baby. He said, salute to Derek Bailey. He said, you got the best already. He said, F the rest. That's right, Sir Flame. You guys right. You guys the best out there. Derek Bailey and salute at Sir Flame. Yeah, of course, man. We got the best up in here, man. And that's why they hate. If you got to come in and hate right away before you hear anything, what kind of fag boy does that? A real man ain't going to hate before he find out what's going on. You go in there hating, like I said, somebody might have a $2 million for you. You went in there hating. What you look like now? You look like the hater and idiot that you are. I mean, you reap what you sow. You supposed to get that. That's the kind of treatment you're supposed to get for being stupid. Just coming in all off the wire. Or what the hell's going on now? That whole attitude. When you do shit like that, man, that shows me a little bit more about you. Even if I have respect for you at first, that you just starting to show me about yourself when you do shit like that. When you can't just come in. So July 24th, yeah. Is that what it is? July 24th, it should be happening. And we're going to see about it. And I can get Wilder some keys early. Wilder, just stay. Fight at your height. Because when people act like Tyson Fury is 8 feet tall, he's not. He's only an inch and a half or so taller than you. That's nothing. Tank Davis is about to fight somebody who's 4 or 5 inches or more taller than him at 140. Right? So if that's the case, then you should be able to fight him just at your height. Don't worry about that. But what I would suggest to you, and I don't know shit. I don't know shit about boxing. I'm gonna keep that energy. Like I don't know nothing. But I could just spill out some kind of advice. Maybe you can find something in there that, if somebody says something enough, they say enough things, at least one of them things is going to be true. Yeah. And that's what you got to do. Yeah. That's what you got to do. Is just pay attention to what resonates. Like, okay, that might be true. But I would say to get, to pivot off of Tyson's move. I would say that for you, that you fight this as more of a martial arts type of a fight. That'll mess him completely up. I'm just telling you right now. Because you got the range, I think you're athletic enough to fight in a martial arts type of style a little bit better. Everybody's wondering, what's martial arts type of style? In other words, his distance is going to be greater. And so he's going to be on the back foot a lot more. And Tyson Fury wants to be on the back foot. But Tyson Fury against you is going to be scared. And so he's just going to come charging out. So you being on the back foot, practicing defensive moves and maneuvers, going from this side to that side. See, because martial arts, when you back, somebody comes in and there's a brush this way to get one punch out the way. There's over it like this, but in boxing you really don't do this. See, in martial arts you're leaning, so you hit that, boom, down. The counter is like a back fist like that, right? And then maybe a block and then a smash. But using that type of a technique, but at the same time just rolling with it like, okay, okay, good jab, but now I'm angled 45. And practice, I'm giving this information out early, but practice a nice counter move with also a half a step, anywhere from half a step to a whole step back, also quick. So once you make that move, you get back too. So that way, not all the time, you turn and then you got that uppercut action, right? But then when you take that other step back, now you can throw the Bombinator, which is your big punch. See? It has to be quick. And I know you're athletic enough to do that. So we'll get a turn and then we also step back at the same time. So we're turning and boom. And then that way we got that, see? In different sides. This side, that side, down. The whole key is going to be defense and making Tyson Fury go crazy, just swinging. And counter, just catching his ass. Because he can be caught. If Otto Wallin can catch him, you can catch him. But then also we want to get inside. So we want to, move inside. Smother his ass, get his ass inside. Okay. Let me see what y'all got. Y'all over here, y'all crying and stuff up in here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I already read that. I got the best, but I like to read that shit again. You got the best already. F the rest. Mikey Garcia said, if the Pac-Man fight don't happen, he wants Tank. Laughing out loud. Tank is going to knock his ass out. Because Tank ain't going to play with him like Earl. Tank ain't going to just beat him up. Because Tank don't know how to just beat somebody up. Tank going for the knockout. Mikey. Tank said he want Regis after Barrios. Tank a beast, man. But see, the thing is, I don't know. See, Tank, I know you probably came in the Eagles where you probably gave me a thumbs down. But see, they come in here. Now pay attention. Pay attention. Because remember that I kept getting on him? I kept getting on him about what? What did I keep getting on Tank about? If anybody remember. Y'all remember I kept getting on him about? And I would give y'all a clue. I said, get your Tank on. Y'all remember what happened, right? And we was not necessarily a clown fest in here, but we was getting on you a little bit. So maybe you don't qualify for 130, 135 anymore. Maybe you just don't. Maybe you just realize, hey, I'm growing. Well, he's growing too, though. And I would say if Tank is actually growing more, because he's what, 25 now, right? So if Tank is actually growing, he's 24, 25. So if Tank is actually growing, then that means the man strength might have stepped up. So he already had the KO power. So he may have like monster power now that nobody even hear about. And we'll know if he splits this guy in half, then we know. I said Tank's power just moved up. Yeah. Anyway, Sir Flame said that would be a good fight. Regis said he not losing to a 5'4" dude. He crying. Yeah. Regis got jokes though. And so you guys bringing up the jokes yourself. See, I didn't have to. All these comics in here. Regis Prograis, you're a comics too. Is you still a comic, dude? After the Taylor ass whooping, you a comic. Because you was even talking about like you putting some hands on Chisora or whatever. Come on. Huh? You couldn't beat Taylor, but you talking about you might be going at Chisora. Get out of here. Chisora would have hurt you severely. Your career would have been ended. And plus he was on that testosterone shit where when you're on that testosterone shit, your man strength is way up. And and there's no telling what you're gonna do. Because if my testosterone is high like that, I'll put somebody through a wall and don't even think about it. I'll be apologizing all week. Oh man, I didn't mean to do all that. And that's how guys are. Guys get that way. Guys get that way. Where they get that testosterone rush and shit. And women don't understand it, but guys get that way. Sometimes you hit me. And when you get on that F that mode, it's all over with. When a man gets on the F that mode, it's over with. Even if you put him down or whatever, he ain't gonna stop. Because that rush is still going. He gonna keep going until he get a piece of you. right? And somebody can, talk him out of it like his mom or something. Usually a female can calm you down though, because they I don't know if they right. I don't know if these females today can't calm a man down. I'm sorry, I'm not, and that just you ladies in the audience, I'm not trying to bash y'all because I know I got family that come in here. I'm not trying to bash females, but you females you guys gotta think, man. And a lot of things has changed between male and female. So I'm just saying. So Reed, you're already on our frauds list right now. Let me see. No, it looks like you guys took him off. I didn't see him on there. He might be on there. But we got so many different titles though, right? We got the suspect. We got suspect. Uh, hold on, just a second, man. I'm not gonna say. Now. I'm gonna read what y'all got, but let me check. Okay, I thought it said retire me. I changed that whole page around, so nothing's in there. So let me see. Yeah, see if y'all. Hey, y'all write down there. Write down the This is the thing. It's called What It Is. What is this? I'm gonna flash a couple of pages, man. Y'all tell me what it is, man, because you guys haven't seen this for a while. Then I'll get back to the chat. Oh no, I'm stupid right now, so y'all go ahead. Y'all pay attention to this. That was too many of them, but that's all good. You guys probably ain't gonna get it. That's right. Sir Flame said the BCD page. Yeah, that one had BCD on it. Yeah, the brittle chin disease. That's right. Let me go up here and see what y'all got. Yeah, Regis talking about he ain't losing to somebody small, but if you ain't got, you probably don't have a shot anyway. Right now, you don't got no shot. I don't think. Even though Tank wants you, Tank probably ain't gonna go for you. Tank going for greatness. And that's another thing, like these stand-ups and stuff. We're gonna still talk about these stand-ups, but we got to be real too. Um, like I don't like a lot of stuff that Canelo's doing, but I'm gonna give him a break. Not like that, but I'm gonna break something down when it comes to Canelo and when it comes to Charlo, because a lot of people they giving them heat, and I even give them heat too, because everybody's a comedian, right? All these comics, but we're gonna find out in a little bit. I'm gonna discuss. We're gonna find out why I'm giving them this break, which I'm gonna break it down, and which is very obvious too, though. Yep. Sir Flame said, "What's up with AB? He said he won 3 fights a year. AB's a joke. You guys keep giving AB passes. AB, how come AB is not the face of comics in boxing? AB's a comic, man. Get out of here. Y'all know that. A to the B is a comic. That's one of the number one comics out there. Yeah, AB. Sir Flame cried. Derek Bay say facts. Sir Flame said, I hope Tank don't follow AB where he hit his ceiling young and go downhill afterwards. That can happen. We don't know if that's gonna happen, but that can happen to Tank. But I think Tank is a little bit different. Tank is different. Tank is not gonna just come in there all too cocky and shit. He don't get his chin tested. Broner got his chin tested like too often. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all might not think this, and you might argue with me. Broner is actually way stronger than Maidana. If you ask Maidana if Broner is strong enough, he'll tell you that Broner is strong as hell. Broner is strong. But what happened during that fight is just, the style that he was trying to use just it wasn't working. He was getting handed up. Broner should have been throwing more punches. And he should have been tight. He should have been tight. Because Broner actually got like a monster uppercut if he catch you with it. Yeah. Ask Sean Porter. If Broner hit hard enough. Ain't nobody else nobody else put him down like that. See, people don't understand. They not thinking. When it comes to Sean ain't everybody haven't knocked Sean down like that. Earl knocked him down the cleanest but Broner's looked good, but Earl made them shits kiss the back of his neck. He had them lips stretching. But anyway, let me get back to what y'all got. Yeah. So nothing but shout outs for Tank. So Tank, go out there and do your thing. Derek Bailey said Ellaby was saying they want to make the fight happen. Okay. But that's what we got to do, though. I heard Ellaby. Let me see. Ellaby said, I was listening to Tank, and Tank said that during the press conference that they didn't want him to fight this guy coming up, this Barrios. They didn't want him to fight Barrios. Everybody was against it. But Tank said he needed to challenge himself. More or less, shoot for greatness, which is good. That's what a man's supposed to do. You're supposed to shoot for greatness. And that's what he's doing. What you going to say when somebody shoots for greatness? There's nothing you can do. You got to let him shoot for greatness. Right? And that's what he's trying to do. Yep. Sir Flame down there with the BC, deep brittle chin disease. Sir Flame said I was waiting on that chicken. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We haven't done that at the end of the show for a while, because I leave the show like that. I'll be leaving that on at the end of the show. But now I just put my other screen up, with the eagle screaming. I usually put that up. I might start doing that again. Put that up, and then put the eagle after that. Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. And people see that chicken running. Yeah, get that chicken out your blood. Hell yeah, get that chicken out your blood. Stand still so I can get these hands on you. Man, these fighters is running. Hey, they running faster than a small child from that mama belt. They running their ass off. They got all kind of. Hey, one thing you can say about. Okay, this is jokes. This is comics today. It's comics. Don't nobody get mad. But I could use a couple more thumbs down if that's what you need. Throw them in there if you need to. But I'm a comedian sometimes. So what happened is, I'll tell you right now, man, the ethnic families, sorry. And I'm not excluding anybody that you might not call ethnic families. They included too, because guess what? They ethnic. You ethnic. If you ever got hit with a stick, a board, a switch, anything like that, not necessarily extension cord. Some people get extension cord. That's too much. That's a little bit overkill. No extension cord. I don't condone that one. But belt, strap. You can call it strap. Strap, belt, switch, board, branch. Bam. Purse. See? Let me see. Purse. What else? What else they get? Not a rolling pin, but what else? Spatula. Okay. Spoon. Big spoon. Wooden spoon. Them big ass wooden spoons. Something like that. Then you are probably athletic. You're probably athletic. I'm not saying that if you grew up in an ethnic family that you're athletic, but if you have ever, as a child, been chased or got your ass whipped with any of those, then you probably got some. You probably got some movement. You probably got some moves, or you got a shoe thrown at your ass or something. A shoe. Them shoes catch your ass in the back of the ear. Clock. Boom. Yeah. A shoe. Yeah. What else? basically what I'm trying to say is anything that your mama could have grabbed and got your ass with without going to jail or not even going to jail, but daring your ass to call the police or something or whatever like that, then you probably got some kind of movement. You got moves. That's all I'm saying. And that's my joke. Don't get too serious about it. Oh, that's racist. Man, don't even try that. Don't even try that, man. So a lot of people act like because I don't like people calling themselves black, I'm blacker than a lot of the people that call themselves black. Believe me, I got the wounds and stuff to prove it. Yeah, and out the service. You know what I mean? Being in the service and outside the service. Matter of fact, I took more racism in the service than I took outside the service. Huh? If you've never been in, don't make no comment. Shut your ass up. If you've never been in, if you've been in, you can make a comment. You can do it, give a thumbs up or whatever. But we've been through a lot of stuff, man, as people. We've been through a lot of stuff. But we come back with the comedy. So it can still be comedic. Let me see what y'all got. Yeah. Surface says he's waiting on the chicken. Tank can make a huge statement if he fights Mikey and knocks him out. Yeah. I think Mikey is not, his chin is not as good as it. Believe me, Earl shook up a lot of things in Mikey. Because you see, he turned his ass into a troll. So Earl Spence gets all the credit for shaking Mikey up. Mikey know he's not the same. Mikey ain't nothing but just a hater. That's all he do. That's all he do is just hate. Yep. Everybody said Jake Paul got that Showtime contract, Eagle, with the 100 with the glove up. Yeah, he got that Showtime contract. But you know what? Far as Jake Paul, it's good. It's good because it shakes up boxing. I see D-Ray out there. Salute to D-Ray. It shakes up boxing is what it does. I was gonna hate because it needs to be hated, but it's in order for us to hate it's okay, but it's just not it's not gonna be as solid. You feel me? It's not gonna be as solid as it is if the fighters stand up. But if Mayweather makes a complete statement, then that might be the end of an era. Because ain't nothing like getting your ass knocked out, the scary look that you have in your face, like, oh shit, I've been knocked the F out. You know, once you take that ass whooping like that, but then again, if he put Floyd Mayweather's ass to sleep, then hey, we might have to look at him because Derek Bailey gonna keep with the comedy. He gonna keep coming in talking about the Jake Paul is the truth. Okay, he's the truth. Yeah. Yeah, Jake Paul, Derek Bailey back again. He said, yeah, I remember he said that. Yep. Derek Bailey said, yeah, slippers. Yep. That's another weapon. Another Mom's Day weapon that they use on you is slippers. Slippers, belt. Like I said, if you grew up with any of that, you probably got a little bit of movement on you. You can't be stiff. If you stiff as a child in an ethnic family, you got your ass. If you got ass whoopings, you was the only one that took the beat downs because you didn't know how to grab the belt. Well, that was 5 or 6 more hits right there for grabbing the belt though. But you didn't know how to like duck and grab the neck. You got to grab the neck, roll. Let me teach y'all how to do it, man. See, if any children that snuck their ass in here, when your mom or dad, when they get you with that belt or something, you got to learn how to roll with that shit. Don't get at the end of it. See, that's where you kids make your mistake. You at the end of the belt. That's where all the power's at. So when you want to crowd the belt. You want to make them get mad to where they, don't hug them though, because hugging gets you that you might get 7 more for hugging. But kind of lean up and twist, turn, duck, and then use this phrase to your parents. Just say, "I'm gonna be straight now. I'm gonna be straight." Don't say my bad. Just say, I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna straighten out. I said I'm gonna be straight now. Don't. Maybe that might be a little bit too close to street, but I'm gonna straighten out. I promise. I'm gonna straighten out. I promise. But get close. You got to kind of shoulder some of the strap when it hits you. You got to how to shoulder, roll into it. I'm teaching you young kids how to take it. Roll in, but never get out. Especially with a mom, don't never get out on the outside of it. the outside of a swing. Don't get on the outside of a swing. Kind of roll, like get in, but don't hug. Don't. That's not that's against the rules. You can't hug. You got to, you got to kind of roll. So it's coming. The belt's coming this way. Shh. So you want to try to go with it. Don't go into it, but just or let it wrap around. Let it wrap around, but don't let it. Always make sure that it hits you though. If it wraps around, make sure that it just pops, gets you a little bit. But don't get so close to where they swing and then hit them. Because then that's an added 10. I'm trying to help y'all out. That's an added 10 because, boom, an added 10. You're going to get an added 10 because, oh, now look what you made me do. You made me I hit myself now. Now is I don't know, you might lose your life. But anyway, stay close, kids. In that case, I know this is grown folks chat, but sometimes I got to give the kids a little bit of something. Anyway, just roll into it. Just roll into it. You know, make sure that the angle's not good. Make sure you get some kind of sound effects though. Yeah. But anyway, let's get back in here. Jake Paul. Yeah. But yeah, I got the slippers and stuff like that. D-Ray in here. He said Eagle. He said Surf Flame. And to the homie Derek Bailey, he said salute Kings. That's right. Salute to D-Ray up in here. But Derek Bailey saluted D-Ray. Derek Bailey said, Mike, you know how to shrimp up, Eagle. Yeah, you know how to shrimp up. Getting that shrimp mode. But see, that shrimp mode, like with a parent, that shrimp mode will get your ass, that'll get you killed. But then again, it'll make your parents feel like real bad, you know, because you done shrimped up, you done folded up like, oh. See, that's like taking a slave beat down. No offense. But that's like taking a slave beat and just like folding up like a shrimp. Mikey got that shrimp mode down pat. He's oh. You know he was halfway shitting on himself when Earl was hitting. You know he's sitting in the corner like oh. He probably muffled it though. Fucking Earl. I can't do nothing. I'm a survivor. Yeah, Mikey Garcia straight up is a survivor. He's a survivor of the shrimp mode. Oh. You know he was taking the shit on himself, man. Yeah, that's right, Derek, baby. Yeah, Jake Paul's the truth. D-Ray say, how you got 2 down? Okay, I know. We winning. I know that. No, I came in that. Ask D to the Bailey. They got me soon as like I think it's one of my mods though, but he a fag. He a fag boy. If he ain't gonna just speak up and say, yeah, I'm giving you thumbs down because I don't like your content no more, I don't like you, fuck you, or whatever. Just come in and be a man. Or whatever. Or hit me up. Don't just, I'm just saying, man, they're on some old, why be on some old fag boy stuff over nothing? We was barely getting into the chat. We was just talking in general about some stuff. We was talking about, I think we was talking about what's happening over in Dakota. That we got people over there that come back and forth. They come over to the area, to the Bay Area. They come over to South Bay, come North Bay, and they come over to the Valley and stuff like that, all over. And they report to us, what's happening. The kids is getting sprayed in the winter with water and stuff like that. And so I just was, busting that with the civil rights and just we was just doing like a parallel and saying that nobody's plight is different than anybody else's. Yeah. And that's what I was just talking. It was just me. Mostly it was me, Surf Flame, and Derek Bailey. And whoever, it was other people in here, of course, because I wouldn't have had that many thumbs down already. Yeah. But D-Ray, right? Come in and he come in like, what the hell is he thumbs down? Where this shit come from? Yeah. That's what it is. Sometimes you got the hate crew. They already hating. They come in, hey, how you come in sour? They just wake up just eating lemons and shit. I had all these lemons. Put some salt on your tongue or something. Drink some water. Put some sugar on your tongue and then flush that shit down with water. Nah, just call yourself a lemonade. Get out of here with that. You know what I mean? Some of these people, people don't get it, man. I'm not that easy, man. I'm fair. I'm fair. I think I'm fair and I'm fun. I gotta be. Because there's no way that I opened up my Instagram, just barely opened up my Instagram, I had like about maybe 6 people. And I'm probably up to like 20 something people because now I start, I let people know my Instagram. And I got these girls asking me what my Instagram is. And some of them they might, some of them I actually met them too though. So they're not somebody. They're not just people online. These are people I actually met. Some cuties too. It would take. I mean, you would love them. I met like four in a row. They're all different ages, but I met like like three or four in a row, five, six. Damn, 6 or 7 in a row. 6 or 7 in a row. There's all this, just different sets of intelligence and things to talk about that would probably match up with any guy that was a good guy, a decent guy, not no thug, not nobody who's just want to run up in. Yeah, Jake Paul, Jake Paul, that truth. Yeah, but yeah, I got the thumbs down early, man. D-Ray said Josh and Jose will be going to. He said the mic. See it. Said who you pick. All right. Josh and Jose. I don't know. Josh and Jose. We know Taylor. We know Taylor's coming up. We know that Taylor got this fight coming up. I don't understand what you mean, D-Ray. You gotta throw it back out there. I'm slow today. Yeah, 7 in a row. Got your schedule, Eagle. No. Yeah. He said 7 in a row now. Yeah. This this happened, Derek Bailey, over the last 3 weeks. Over the last 3 weeks that I've been to the city, that's when that happened. In the last 3 weeks, it just happened, and just fortunate, to just. That's all I can say. Just fortunate to just meet people and just. And I'm gonna be honest about me, is I get so much credit from them instantaneously, more or less, or even after a few days. It's not even warranted, to be honest. I humble myself because I don't really, I don't know how to take the compliment as well as somebody else would take the compliment. I don't. I'm not one of those type. I can't take that kind of a compliment. A girl said she was honored by my presence and stuff like that. That's too much. I mean, I'm like, what? I said, that's too much. You going to that's a whole nother level. I'm like, it's not even like that. I'm just being me and doing the things that I do to try to help. Like, especially when I go down, like I said, I go to the belly of the beast, and which I might, I'll go tomorrow. And so I might have something on IG, or I might have something somewhere else. I might just do a little video or something like that. Well, hopefully it's a great day, not raining or something like that, or too cold. It's nice. And some of those people will be there. They come through all the time. They be looking. I wasn't there, like, I haven't been there for a bit. But when I show up, we haven't seen you in a while. I can be missing like 2 weeks and they act like I've been gone like a year. They funny. Yep. Let me see where we at. See, this chat done rolled up on me. Yeah, but Derek Bay said 7 in a row. Yeah, got your schedule, Eagle. D-Ray said it's an engagement, Eagle, to YouTube. It's the same energy. Yep. Yeah. You going with Ramirez? Yeah, a lot of people. It's a few people saying that. They say it's going. Well, they said if it's by knockout. Did anybody agree with that? Because a lot of people are saying if it's by knockout, it's going to be Ramirez. Yeah, Josh and okay, you used J and J. You used the two first names, Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. Yeah, you said you got Ramirez. Yep. Um, I don't know. I'm still kind of leaning towards Josh. I don't think Josh is gonna try to get in that kind of trouble. Ramirez got the good energy, but we gonna see that's the whole thing about it, D-Ray. We talking about the comedic energy, and I'm not saying that they are comics or they, I am calling them comics, but I'm not saying, hey, you're a comic, not like that. Don't take it that way. I'm saying if you tell us something, and we all of a sudden, all of us, we from the show me state, right? Well, that's where your relatives from, some of them. So we from the show me state, and so you said something, and so now it's time for us to sit back and relax and wait for you to show us, right? Now, if you decide not to show us, and we hear you on the mic at the press conference, and you like then you're a comic, and we probably will clown you in here a little bit, or a little bit more, or in some cases, this chat room is not unknown to completely just clown the shit out of you and snap on you for about an hour. And if you don't believe that, just go back to some of my early chats where we was going in on people, and just all you see is faces, all you see is crying faces throughout the whole chat, from the beginning of the chat all the way down to the bottom of the chat. That's all you see. Yeah, but they all get it. It don't matter. We don't have favorites like that. Earl Spence, yeah, you can get it too. The only thing to save Earl Spence is that, not really save them, because I still clown a little bit. I don't have the evidence like that. I seen what he done on the phone. It wasn't big enough for me to tell what he was actually doing. If he was, just saying something because somebody else was around or whatever. If he was saying something, or I heard he was kissing the dude or tried to. I didn't see no tongue action. I didn't. But I'm not here for all that. I'm here for you to fight. I'm here for you to fight, win, put on a good show, because guess what? Even in defeat, if you put on a good show, we're going to let you know. We're not going to go in on you if you're putting in a good show. But this comic Tyson Fury is just doing too much. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't like Anthony Joshua that much, right? But I did like his statement. When he called Tyson Fury a fraud. He said, "You just a fraud." He said, "You had no business trying to make a fight with me when you was going through arbitration." That might be a ploy too, though. So, like I said, I just put the information out there. I'm not saying I didn't fail for it. Like, oh yeah, Ego didn't fail 100% for it. No, I'm just saying that he puts it out there that Tyson Fury's a fraud, and I got to be in the agreement that he is a fraud. We know that he is fraudulent. And King Louis came in here, and I read some statements that's coming through the feed. King Louis came in here the other day, and he was talking about that Tyson may vacate the belts. And then, sure enough, I seen it on the feed that Tyson Fury might vacate the belts. What a clown! You are a comic. Why would you do that? Why not get 2 paydays? You stupid. Go knock out Wilder and then get a payday and knock out Joshua. And something's wrong. It's starting to look like Wilder just starting to look like the A side in this rematch. And I'm just saying that. Just looking at it right now, I'm saying Wilder looks like the A side. But we're going to see. Tyson Fury putting up this video like he can punch it, like he's punching hard. But he has a kickboxing bag up. A little one. Like real thin. The shit's like 12 inches wide. And he put that on the video, make it seem like he's punching power. Then they show Floyd Mayweather with the super heavy bag and cracking it. I'm like, that's not a good look, man. Big as you are, you're not supposed to have no bags in your gym if you that big that are small. None. There's no excuse for a bag that damn small. I have a bag heavier than that. I ain't got nowhere to hang it up right now, though, because I sold my that little rack, and I didn't have my storage It'd be nice to have one though. It'd be nice to have. Yep. I'll be out there all the time. That's one thing I love. Love that bag though, the heavy bag. That's where you get your. That's where you get some of your power from. Is that heavy bag. You don't really get power when you spar somebody, but the heavy bag does. It makes a significant difference because of the shock. It's because of the shock, but it's the way you hit it too, though. It's the way you hit it. Derek Bay said when Fury pulled down the ceiling, he got a question up there. No, I'm just saying Fury just if you're asking why I'm saying that he seemed fraudulent, and the reason he seemed fraudulent is just because of his whole actions. His whole actions, man, just been fraudulent. All the rumors going around, that's what we could say it is, rumors, cameras being unplugged, glove gate and all this other shit. And now you're running from Wilder. I mean, if it was, how many rounds did it go? It didn't even go 7 rounds, right? It only won a few rounds. If you're that destructive shit, come back and get that action. You should already had that action and went on about your business. I don't know. I just don't. Fury is just. You a comic. Mikey Garcia, you a comic. Now let's get back to let's get on Danny. So Danny, you becoming a comic a little bit, because in one phrase, Danny Garcia, he gives Errol Spence praise, right? He's saying that Errol Spence has more like physical strength, 3 times more physical strength than Keith and Porter, and probably in Bud. But he's saying that they're just so much more skillful. And see, that's where he made his mistake at. Because if these guys are so much more skillful, all of them that you had close fights with, you even beat one of them. In the amateurs, you beat him, he beat you. But think about it like this. They're so much more skilled, but nobody beat you up like Earl. Earl's not skillful, but he beat you up worse than the rest of them. Does that sound suspect to anybody? That sounds kind of like you hating. You a clown. You a comic. AB, you're number one comic, and yes, you show us. We gotta start a whole new category. Instead of frauds, we're gonna start doing boxing's comics. I don't know, maybe we have to do that. We gotta do a boxing's comic, and we're gonna roast you for a whole show. Or you get 30 minutes. We don't give you 10 minutes of fame. We give you like 30 minutes of or whatever we can give you, because what happened, we're not gonna stop on you until Sir Flame and D to the Bailey and whoever else is on you, D Ray, whoever else is clowning you, until they stop. Once they stop, then we stop. Well, we pause at least for a little while, because then we think of something else to get on you about. But you a clown. Sean Porter, you a clown. I didn't even read your statement. Could somebody report to me right now? Could one of you guys let me know? Yes, that's right. It's my show, but I didn't want to read it. Suspect Sean Porter. Could somebody tell me his excuse? I don't know his excuse. So if somebody can tell me his excuse why he didn't fight, but what was his excuse? I'll just trust you guys for it. And whoever says it, I'm gonna say your name. So your shit ain't private in here when it comes to your name. If you guys know what the reason was, I just never wanted to read it. Because for me, when I hear you making up an excuse, you know what I hear? All I hear is a damn excuse. That's all I hear. I don't hear nothing else. All I hear is the excuse. If you're making up an excuse, that's all I hear. I don't hear nothing else. I don't hear reasons. I just hear an excuse. I don't hear nothing. The only excuse I give boxers, and it's legitimate because I've always given this out, and a lot of us, because boxing is one of these things where it's not just cut and dry all the time. And if you say you're going to knock somebody out and you don't knock them out, I'm going to say at least 95% of the time, I'm going to give you a break on that. And yes, you was just over animated and too loud. Because you never know how you're going to fight against a fighter. He might not be, willing to take that lay down or knockout. So, case in point. Bernard Hopkins, when he had his last fight, he brought race and everything into the fight. Talking about the white boy ain't gonna beat him. And then you got your dog ass knocked out the ring. Okay, so if you got your ass knocked out the ring, then there's no need of you still running your mouth about white fighters or anything else. You got your ass knocked out the ring. But this stop bringing up racial shit and you get your ass whooped by the same race you're talking bad about. Shut up. Yeah, if I ever see you, D-Ray, you'll see that I got my ancient club that I'm working on. Just saying. Anyway, Davis and Mario Barrios. Barrios. I don't know. You sound like Mario Barrios. Sound like Mario Kart. I don't know, Mario Barrios. If you win with that kind of name, you're going to get big props up in the Eagles Web. You best believe. If you coming in to fight, your name is Marios Barrios. Yo ass, you going to get some prop. Because first of all, a Nintendo 64 name up in here, that's old school, baby. A Nintendo 60, what it is, man, because y'all coming up tomorrow, right? Yep. Devin Haney is going to fight Linares, right? Hopefully we're going to get to it. And guess who else is fighting? And we already clowned your ass. I think I still might have the picture up on you. The Egg McMuffin's fighting again. Sam Eggington. Sam Egg McMuffin is fighting again. He talking about he gonna KO Molina. Well, who is Molina to KO? You might get a KO, but then you might get scrambled again. Does anybody remember the show we did on him? Who scrambled his ass up? Who scrambled up Eggington? I think he was he a, I'm not even sure if he was a replacement or not. Yep. Floyd Mayweather. Let's see it, Floyd. Floyd, get your ass in there and show us that boxing is, that you still the man up in there. I think Mayweather may just I think he might just go ahead and take his ass out. Yeah. But back to the main reason. The main reason that you guys are comics is because of that guy I just mentioned, MTM. That's why you guys are comics. And I told you guys that I was gonna try to break this down between Canelo and Charlo. I told you that earlier. So we still got it. We're gonna look at that. But what made that play or come into play right now was MTM. Because you guys already know that a lot of times we have in boxing what they call low reward and high reward. So these fighters that we want them to fight they're just that, low reward for the fighter. Now, in order to step on Canelo's back just a little bit, because he's going for prizes, is that when you get offered a certain amount of a prize, you should take that prize, because you're not the money man like you think you're. See, Canelo thinks he's more than what he really is, though. When I'm not hearing of him making 300,000, 400,000, 400 million, 300 million. I'm not hearing that. So you never did hit that MTM status. And that's a whole nother show. We don't really have time to talk about that here. But think about it. In order to get up, for another fighter to get up to the billion status, what should they have done in their career to boost their stats up like that? Even if it come to Andre, you move your ass up, or you do something, move down, move up, make some kind of like Cardi B say, you making money moves. You got to make some kind of money move or something. You want to chase MTN, but y'all ain't making money moves. Canelo is making money moves. He's making money moves at the same time he making sucker moves, but at the same time, we respect him because he's the face of boxing. But some people respect him too much. But what didn't prepare you? Jamal Charlo. Yeah, I can see that. Jamal. Yeah. Andre, maybe he's a little bit risky. Maybe he's a little bit risky, but maybe you still want him. We're going to see if you fight him or not, or who's going to fight him. But we know the paper got to be right. Okay, y'all came out and y'all did the little corny Lions only shit. Y'all had the fake looking lion on. Just you could have got you a real lion's head with the money y'all making. Or get you somebody who know how to put your shit together better. A little bit. I could have made a better looking lion than that. Come on, brother. I mean, it's not really a clown fest, but y'all come through with this shit. All the Lions only and all that. But that just didn't sell. It's not selling like you want to. You got to get your marketing out there a little bit better. I don't care if you got to go in stores all throughout Houston, or at least do it in, I would say, New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Florida, Texas, California, where else? Chicago, Detroit. That's 8. Where else? Maybe Georgia. Somebody give me another one. And maybe up in Maine or Massachusetts, something like that. Huh? Get you a marketing team and all that. Sell your stuff. Because see, what happened is, I'm gonna tell you something. Floyd Mayweather, MTN, was not as well known as you guys think he was. He was well known with certain casinos and with certain people, but you're not well known with those same people. So you got to take it a step further with your marketing. Because the Lions only, that shit didn't work. Canelo, I don't know, he's working because he's getting the same kind of old media endorsements and stuff. See? That's how it's working for him. And that's why the backlash is not bothering, the backlash is not hitting as hard as it would have hit. But he still getting some backlash though, because a lot of people we still ain't feeling his moves. So my point on those two is, I can understand, even if people might think that there's some kind of a duck move, Canelo is closer to a duck move, I think, than Charlo is. Because he got the hell out the whole division. It's like, I'm out of here. Like, you showed your whole true colors by, you're a comic too. You showed your true colors. And this little midget can fight, though. I'm telling you, that little midget can fight. He a midget, but he can fight. He a little redhead midget, but he can fight. Definitely can fight. Like I said, very fortunate. You guys are very fortunate. What people say, rest in peace. I don't know if I like to really use rest in peace. But the late and great Emanuel Stewart would have had a fighter by now that would have had the answer to Canelo. Canelo would have been running his ass off. Emanuel Stewart would have had him a nice little 6'2" fighter right now. This fighting fighting in between 68 and 75, to where it wouldn't be no escape for Canelo. He'd have to go down to 160 so somebody can touch him up. I'm just saying, that would be my idea. I think he would. He would definitely have somebody, because he likes the bigger guys anyway. The taller guys. He worked good with the taller guys. Anyway, when Fury okay, Bernard said he fell out the ring. You got jokes, Derek. Derek, you're Derek a fool. And Derek said, "Oh no, Derek. Hey, Derek. I don't know, son." He said, yeah, Bernard said he fell out the ring. Hey man, I tripped over my feet, man. That punch wasn't even like that, man. I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly, nigga. I'm from Philly. Ain't no white boy gonna beat me like that, man. I'm from Philly, man. We don't go out like that. He was, what? Get your ass back in the ring, Bernard. Get your ass on back up in here. They need to have a boxer's gaffling hook with rope and shit. So when your fighter get knocked out the ring, you got this big crank with this pole. You just throw it up in there, crank his ass back up in there, and then lower his ass back down up in there and let the ref start counting. He can stand, or lower him down to where he's standing up, and then have somebody pull another rope to pull that little gaffle out of his back. Hopefully that gaffle that's in his back will get him back to fighting. Y'all stupid. Derek said that Bernard said he fell out the ring. Oh, I fell out, man. I fell out. It wasn't up to me. It wasn't me. Okay. So let's go ahead and put in the predictions, man, before we go on. I think I covered what I needed to cover, man. I can't have another long Friday. I know y'all be trying to keep ego up in here. I'm not trying to have a real extra long Friday today. A lot of stuff to do, brother. I mean, for real. Like, a lot of stuff I need to get done, man. I'm excited about it, but I need to get this stuff done. Anthony Joshua, I don't like you, but let me put my thumbs up for you. I'm gonna put thumbs up if you're truthful or not, but it just sounds good that you finally called somebody out. You called Fury a fraud. But now you got to fight somebody. Now you got to fight Usyk. Don't let Usyk fool you. If he might be too quick. I don't know if Usyk can outpoint you, because you're gonna probably fight. Yeah, you're gonna fight over in the UK. So yeah, you got this. He can't outpoint you. If he wants somewhere else, he might be able to outpoint you, but he's not gonna outpoint you there. But hopefully we're gonna see this on July 24th. Wilder versus Fury. Fury, get your ass back up in there and try to do your best. I probably got you getting your ass beat up this time. Because one thing I noticed about Wilder, and it was just in one case, I can name one case to where once Wilder knows any part of what you're dangerous with, he does avoid it the next time, and he's a different person. With Stavern was trying to hang in there, and he got hurt the first time, but he was in there, talking bad and saying what he's gonna do, and Wilder just played him like, he played him like a fake deck of cards. I'm telling you, man, Wilder was playing Matador with him, doing basketball moves on him, and just the right hand was so quick. The one that eventually put him down before the ref called it. I think the ref called it on the uppercut, but that first right hand when he's against the rope, Wilder was like, boom! I was like, God, this is over with. That shit was over with. So Tyson Fury, look forward to getting hit. I don't think you're going to go smashing through him like that. I don't think you're going to go smashing through. So I think you're going to have to look forward to getting, you might have to look forward to getting hit on this one. But we're going to see, man. I'll break it down more and more I got to start going into these camps, and I got a camp spy. I haven't camp spied in a while. So I'm going to get into these camps and, not actually going, but I think I'm going to fly to everybody's camp for what? I'm not that kind of reporter or nothing like that. I'm not into it like that. We just do the grown folks end of it because we got to settle this shit with these comics up in here. That's why we try to do this rap about it. It's just comics. You guys got the comedy going, man. Mikey. We got to see you back in there, Mickey. You got to get your ass back in there. And you beat Easter, you beat Broner, and then you felt you had it like that, and then, yep. We want to see you fall out the ring, too. Oh, I slipped. I fell out the ring. Like D to the Baby talking about, yeah, he fell out the ring. Yeah, I had a hard time keeping my feet under me, slippery. I got these new leather boxing shoes, leather bottoms. Those leather bottoms used to get a lot of people, especially when they start Leather bottoms used to be the best. Just a little break now, just for a second. But the leather bottoms was really good when I'm talking about boxing shoes. The leather bottoms was good when you had straight canvas. You understand? Because all the advertisement used to be on the side. But when they started spray painting that acrylics and stuff, I think that's what it is. Acrylic? Is that what they call it? Acrylic? When they start putting that on the middle, that vinyl or whatever, all that type of stuff on the canvas, then it changed to where you couldn't really use the leather, you'll slip your ass off. Matter of fact, get yourself some brand new leather shoes and then go walking on some carpet, or try to run. And if you're athletic, try to run and see how and then stop and see what your balance is like. Your shits, you gonna flip. If you don't wear them shits out on the street first, you're gonna fall, you're gonna slip. So same thing with the leather shoes. You know, they used to have the chalk rosin in the side. You know, they put that help with your footing and stuff like that. But that you never see that. See, a lot of things change in boxing, and we just don't see it. You don't see that. You don't see the rosin and stuff. You don't see that no more. You see towels. They'll throw a towel in there and start wiping on the ring. But shit, the classic example of that is Roy Jones versus what's his name? Amani what was his name? Is his name Marenga? Yeah, Tamani Marenga. Kind of a stiff fight like this, you know. At one point, the fight got boring because Roy was actually running around the wet spot in the middle of the ring. But he finally got the guy out of there, though. I mean, he was one punch. It was actually one of Roy's best one punch knockouts. Yeah. But anyway, that fight was starting to get boring because there's too much slippage and stuff, and that does happen in fights. So you do have to look out for everything as fights. But you fighters, stop being comics, man. Y'all get in there and fight, man. And our prediction, I guess everybody put their prediction up. I'm gonna say that mostly everybody in Eagles Web got Taylor on this one. But we're gonna see what to do, man. Taylor, if you got it like that, go on to get that action done, man. If you got it like that. If you don't got it like that, we're gonna see you. We'll see you in here Monday. Or we might see you here tomorrow. Who knows? But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me coming in here on Friday, man. On the wrap. Eagles Way of Boxing, man. Y'all know what it is. Nothing but blessings. Yep. That's how we doing Eagles Web all the time, man. Y'all stay blessed up on the weekend, man. I'm going to catch y'all, man. Yeah, you still see Eagles face. I'm trying to find something, but oh, there we go.